Hello, welcome to this Civil 3D corridor modeling tutorial. My name is Abdul Hamid. In one of our previous videos, we added this hatch pattern in our section view, and if I click on this sample line and drag it along the length, I can clearly see that I will change the viewport to 2 to see the effect of the sample line movement. Okay, so if I change this sample line location, I can see that the hatch pattern just updates automatically. Okay, now when I take this sample line to the cut area, I can clearly see that this hatch pattern disappears. This is my cut area. Okay, so my hatch pattern has disappeared. In this video we will add hatch pattern for cut area as well, and it will totally be dynamic, showing up when your section is in cut area, and the pattern will also show when you are in fill area. Okay, let me just take this guy to fill area, the area where there's plenty of fill. Okay, what I need to do, I will come to my assembly, and then in this viewport I will just get me some more space. I will close this. Okay, in that previous video, if you remember, we added a new surface for comparison, and its name is, I will click on this tool space and will come to see the name of the surface, fill comparison surface. We added this fill comparison surface in our previous video, and in that same video we added this hatch pattern, and that fill comparison surface was only for fill purpose. Now we will add a new surface that will be for cut purpose only. Okay, so that new surface that I will be adding will be something like this. It will be following this guy, and then it will be following this surface, this top surface, and then it will be following this guy. So we will create a new surface that will have codes added to it as definition from this subassembly, from this top subassembly, and then from this subassembly. Okay, so let's create some codes. I will click on this guy and will come to subassembly properties, and will come to parameters, and as can be seen, we already have plenty of codes already applied to it. I will add new one. I will call it cut pattern, and will copy it and will press OK. Once this is done, then I need to do the same over here in this subassembly as well. Parameters, comma, and cut pattern, and press OK. And then for this guy too, we need to add a code. Okay, come to add code and enter that same name called cut pattern. Press enter and click this guy, and there it is. Now it's added to its definition. If you want to make sure if it has been added or not, you just click on this guy, come to subassembly properties, come to codes, and come to links, and we can clearly see that it has been added, cut pattern. Okay, and then I will click on this guy. This wall, I need it to have the same code as well. It's already selected. Add code and enter that code, cut pattern, and then click on this guy on the top of the wall, assembly drainage channel wall. code has been added, and then I will click one last time over here. When things get selected, you need to do AutoCAD regeneration. This way this selection will move away. Okay, I will select this guy, and then we'll add a code somewhere here. So I will add a code and cut pattern, and then we'll click on this link. Code has been added to it. If I want to see if code has been added to this assembly, all I need to do is to come to subassembly properties, come to code, come to link, and I can see cut pattern has been added to it. Okay, so now we have a same code applied to this subassembly, this subassemblies, this subassembly, and top of this and this link, and then this link as well. Now we will use this code as a definition for our new surface. I will come to my corridor, and we'll come to corridor properties, and we'll come to surfaces. I will create a new surface for myself. I will click this button, and I will call this surface as cut comparison surface. Okay, once it has been created, you need to add a code to its definition, and we already have created a code over here, and that code was what's the name of that code? Cut. I think I need to rebuild my corridor, so I already have created the surface for myself. I will just click OK, and we'll rebuild the corridor. Once the corridor is rebuilt, I will be able to have that newly added code over here. Okay, again I will come to corridor properties. Corridor already has been rebuilt, so I will come to this cut comparison surface, and we'll look for the code now. Hopefully it will be added over here now. So I have this cut pattern now added to it, and this did not appear initially because our corridor was not rebuilt. It's rebuilt now, so cut pattern, and I needed to add this code to the definition of this surface. I will press this plus button, and it will be added to it. And for the surface, I don't want to show it, so I will change the display to no display. And also comparison surface, like always, I will come to boundary, and for this comparison surface as well, I will use this option called corridor extent as outer boundary, so that my triangulation will not move outside. Click this and press OK, and rebuild the corridor. Now corridor will give me a new surface, and in this section view, I will select it, will come to sample more sources. I don't want to show existing ground right now. I don't want to show ditch fill comparison surface now. I want to show ditch, and I also want to add the newly created surface, and it is ditch cut comparison surface. I want to add it. Okay, it has been added, and then I need to go to cut area, so that I can see if it's displaying properly or not. In this viewport, I will see yes, it has been created. I can click on this guy and sample more sources, and bring the existing ground as well as a reference. So the new surface is there now. We will be adding the hatch pattern to it. Okay, select the section view, and then come to compute materials. Okay, and then Civil3d has given me this dialog box which says select alignment. We already have one alignment with us, and then a sample line group, and we have only one group for the time being, and I will click OK, and then I will delete all the materials previously created. Okay, I will add new material, and I will material list, I will call this as cut and fill in section. Okay, and then I will name this material as the first material. I will call it cut. I'm going to play with this, and then later on we'll play with the fill material. Okay, cut material is there. Then I want to change this to cut, and then I want to add codes that were added over assembly. Okay, so I need to make sure that the data type is surface, it's not corridor shape, because I need to have it surface. Once this is selected, then for this cut material I will add select surface. I need to select something over here to this material. Let me add this existing ground first. Okay, once this has been added, just select it, and then I don't have to play with anything. Simply I will add one more code as well. I will click on this, and then I will have this ditch comparison surface. Okay, I will click on it, and I will add it too. Okay, now that we have it, I will simply press OK. I'm not gonna play with anything. Okay, I will just come over here so that I can see things properly. Okay, I will select my corridor again, and will come to compute material. Sorry, I need to select my section view. I need to compute material, press OK, and this time I will press this, I will click this plus button, and my existing ground when I'm in cut condition is above, and this newly created surface is below. So I will keep the existing ground above, and I will keep the newly created surface, I called it ditch cut comparison surface, I will keep it below. Okay, this is done, and then I will click on this cut and will change the style. I will change it from basic to something. I will call it let's say I will create a new style for myself. I will create a copy, and I will call it cut pattern section, and I will just copy it. Okay, I will come to display, and then since this is a section view where I want to where I want to see it, so I will turn off these bulbs because they are in plain view, and I will do the same in model view. I need to make this style cut pattern section style specified only for section view, so in other views I don't have to show them. So model view profile, I'm gonna turn it off, but in section I'm gonna keep it on. This shape borderline I can change its display to off. Shape area fill, this is really important. Okay, I will change the color to red, and then I will change the pattern from solid to earthwork, and I will change the angle to 30 degree as well, and I can change the scale to 0.05, and we'll press OK, OK, and OK. Okay, then I can come to my corridor, and I need to rebuild it. Corridor, hopefully corridor rebuild will create an impact. If not, then I think I'm doing something wrong. So I will click on this guy again, we'll come to compute material, and we'll press OK. This time I will cut pattern, everything is okay. I will change it to below and change this to above. Let's see if something happens. Yes, so I'll do it again. I will select this section view, and we'll come to compute material. Okay, and then you have to play with this existing ground. You need to keep it, you need to play with these two just keep it below, and the ditch comparison surface as above, and the changes will appear over here. This is how Civil3d works, so I don't want to comment on this. Okay, but at least one thing is sure, that cut pattern is being shown in our section view. Okay, now what if I take my sample line back to cut fill area? I know that I deleted that fill area material, so if I take it over here, it will not show up that fill area material anymore. So again, I will select this guy, will come to compute material, will press OK, and we'll add a new material called fill. I will call it fill, and then I will make the quantity type to fill. Okay, again I will press OK. I'm not gonna add any surfaces to it, because if I click on this I will have only two surfaces available right now. So I need to add two more surfaces, one more surface to my sampled group. I will press OK. Okay, once this is done, then I need to select this section view and come to sample more sources. I need to add this ditch fill comparison surface. Once this is added, then you click on this section view and come to compute material, and then okay, and then this fill material that we added, quantity type is fill, and now we can add existing ground to its definition, and then we can add this fill comparison surface to its definition as well. This time we are going to keep it as it is. We are not going to change it. The only thing that we are going to change is this shape. We are going to change the shape to something called fill pattern. We'll make a copy of this cut pattern hatch. We will make it fill pattern section, and we will change the color to, we'll come to section and we'll change the color to green. Okay, once this is done, okay and okay, then now the hatch pattern has been created, but it's not displaying well. So let's see why it's not displaying well. Thing that we can do is we can get rid of these label. Just select them, come to edit label group, and just get rid of these things. Okay, now it's clean. Now just select this section view, come to compute material again, press OK, and then change this to existing ground to above, and this one to below, and see if something happens. Boom, it's showing up perfectly. Okay, now if you change the location of your sample line, the hatch pattern will update itself perfectly. Okay, so hatch pattern is showing up perfectly. Okay, sometime when you while doing this kind of things, you will come across some problems, and again I will give you a tip which is really important. Come to your surfaces, cut comparison surfaces, right click it, go to surface properties, and come to build, and then maximum triangle length, use maximum triangle length, yes, call it yes, and change it to something. I will change it to 5 and press OK and rebuild the corridor. Do the same for fill comparison surface as well. Just go to build, use maximum triangle length, yes, and I already have applied 5 meter, so that you don't have to see redundant triangulation lines in the plan, and this will also show the hatch pattern in section view correctly as well. So hopefully this video has helped you a lot in how to create hatch pattern and fill pattern in your section view. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, please subscribe this channel. Thank you.